In Mobile, Alabama, we are fortunate to have an abundant supply of water. However, getting that water from the source into the homes and businesses is hard work and takes time, energy, and money. We hope to give you a behind-the-scenes look at the complexity of this process and the effort required to get water from our source to homes and businesses where it is used in our daily lives. There's a lot that goes into turning on the faucet and having good, clean water available. Please enjoy our series on what it takes to keep water working. The MAWSS story begins with a beautiful 3,600 square acre lake, just a short drive west of our city at Big Creek Lake. We are fortunate to have this resource, but like many good things in civic life, we sometimes can take it for granted.
Our mission at MAWSS is to protect and enhance the safety, the health, and the economic development of the community. And this can only be done if we have good, clean water. And we are very fortunate to have an abundance of that here in Mobile. The source of our drinking water supply is Big Creek Lake. It's also known as Converse Reservoir. And it's a 3,600 acre man-made lake that was built back in 1952. And it provides the drinking water for this community for today, and it will for future generations.
There are 6 large capacity pumps that pump the water from Big Creek Lake into both of our filtration plants. That is the heartbeat, that is the lifeline of this utility. Everything starts at Big Creek Lake and at this pump station. Without those pumps running, we don't get water to our citizens. So it's a critical component of what we do.
The Big Creek Lake pumping facility sits on the eastern edge of the lake. This pumping station is equipped with 800 horsepower engines to collect raw water that will move through 2 60-inch diameter pipes to both filtration facilities. But before the water can be pumped, steps have to be taken to ensure environmental integrity and security of the watershed and the land surrounding Big Creek Lake.
It's about 104 square miles of property, and all of that drains to Big Creek Lake. So whatever goes on the ground in that watershed area ends up in the lake. So the cleaner that we can keep the surrounding area, the better off we are as far as being able to protect our drinking water source.
We have a watershed management plan, and as part of that watershed management plan, MAWSS is always looking to conserve the areas around the lake.
All around the 3,600 square acre lake, MAWSS has created a self-sustaining program of purchasing land when it becomes available with proceeds from lumber sales on already MAWSS-owned acreage. A good way to better protect the water source.
We work with a local company to make sure that we cut the timber, regrow the timber, to keep the protection. Of course, it helps us protect the environment around the lake, and it gives us a natural resource we're able to utilize.
Our employees do a great job out around the lake. It is a very large area to try to police and make sure that we're staying on top of things. And the dam itself, we have worked with a consultant to inspect that dam to make sure that it is in good shape and it's safe. There are the gates that we have to open in that dam on occasion to allow water to leave the lake. And this is normally if we were to have some very heavy rains. You don't want to get too much water in the lake so that it could create a problem and damage the dam. So we open these gates to allow water to leave the lake in a controlled fashion. It is a manual process at current time, but we are looking at trying to automate that because unfortunately some of the times they have to go out and actually open those gates manually is not under the most ideal circumstances.
The dam that created this beautiful community asset is physically and technologically the same dam of almost 75 years ago. Automation of our water supply dam includes upgrades for several reasons, including safety.
It is a safety concern. It's also just a productivity concern as far as allowing us to go ahead and open those gates when we need to, while also addressing other issues if they should occur around the lake.
Without this place right here, the whole city of Mobile will shut down and will not have no water. That consists of you flushing your toilets all the way to getting water out of your faucet for cooking or bathing or anything else. So the importance of Big Creek Lake is everything starts here.
As you've seen, our water comes from an abundant and naturally beautiful source. It still takes a large continual and expanding effort to keep our water source safe and clean. Next in our series, we will provide an in-depth look into the filtration of our water. For more information, please visit keepwaterworking.com.